Welcome back to the Chasing Happiness podcast, an honest podcast about finding happiness, what it really means, and the process of getting there. My name is Crystal, and today we're talking about the burnout that we're all starting to feel. And I know for you, it may not be something that you're dealing with yet, or maybe it's something you've been dealing with for the last couple of months. Right now, so many of us are struggling just to get on the next Zoom meeting, just to stay focused enough to get through the end of our day. Because a year into the COVID pandemic, we are starting to feel all of the burnout and the emotions that have been sort of brushed aside as we plowed through and tried to manage over the last year. So I want to remind you today that it's okay to stop. It's okay to say no to a Zoom meeting or to ignore a text message or a phone call. You are not the only one that's doing it right now. You are not the only one that feels this way right now. And if you need to take some time and step away from people, even if they are people that you love, they will understand, because odds are they feel the same way. We are all feeling it right now. We are all feeling like we've had enough. And we just want our lives back. We want to be able to go out and meet with our friends and go to the store and not have to worry about our safety. I know for myself personally, the last week or two, it's been really hard for me to focus. And some days it takes me an hour or two after I wake up to actually get out of bed and start to do things. I'm having a hard time focusing on reading, and you know, as a listener of this podcast, how much I enjoy reading. Sometimes I find I turn the TV on just to have background noise so that I'm not alone with my thoughts right now. And if you're the same, I want you to know it's okay. It's okay if this is where you are right now. There is no right way or wrong way to deal with everything that you're feeling emotionally. There is no one single thing that's going to work for everyone to help us get through this. So whatever you're feeling, however you're feeling right now, give yourself some grace. Be kind to yourself and let it be okay. If all you can manage is to get up and make a cup of coffee, that's okay. If all you can manage is to get up, get out of your pajamas and shower, that's okay too. If you're someone who still gets up in the morning, puts on a full face of makeup, or gets up and goes for a 5-kilometer run at 5 a.m., that's okay too. However you're dealing with all of this right now, it's okay. Allow it to be okay. Don't beat yourself up because you're not returning text messages or phone calls. Don't beat yourself up because you don't feel like spending time on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Or maybe you do. Maybe that's all you're doing is spending a couple of hours a day at the end of your day watching videos online. And that's how you're trying to decompress at the end of a day. That's okay. Allow it to be okay right now. Don't beat yourself up over it. No one is judging you, in part because we are all in the same position. We are all feeling this in some way. And maybe for you, all you can do right now is put your head down, get through your 9-to-5 job, and make yourself a meal at the end of the day. And if that's all you're doing, I'm proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself, because it means you're still trying to move forward. Even if it's not super productive, even if it doesn't always look pretty, a baby step is still a step in the right direction. And the fact that you're trying, even if it is at a snail's pace sometimes, that still counts for something. Be proud of the fact that you're still moving, that you're still trying. And when you're ready, your friends and your family and your loved ones, they will all be there. Just know that you are not alone and that it's okay no matter how you choose to handle right now, how you choose to deal with it, what you're choosing as coping mechanisms. As long as they're not endangering your life and your health, they're okay. So give yourself some grace this week. Cut yourself a little bit of slack. Let it be okay. You're doing the best that you can, and that's something to be proud of. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you again to those of you joining our Patreon page. There is a link in the episode for this podcast for those of you who are wanting to join. We have some exciting stuff coming out this year for the Patreon group. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming back week after week to listen to this podcast. I am sending you all virtual hugs right now, and I hope you take it easy on yourself this week. I'll chat with you guys next week. Bye for now.